Okay. Hello, dog. Good morning, everyone. I am just sending out invites. Boom. Done and done. Okay. So again, we are live on TikTok, obviously, and on YouTube. YouTube, TikTok, YouTube. In case you haven't met. Okay. Let me pull up the comments here. Feel free to share the live if you would. If you know anybody who's stuck in a tiny living space or a tiny just space at the moment in their car, at work. Hello, dog. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we live? It's now your turn. For a dog who doesn't like to be on camera, you sure like to get on camera. Oh, goodness. Okay, go lay down. Go. Lay down. All right. So, hello. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Reverend Deborah. I am a movement facilitator, movement in breath, body, and being. And this is my tiny yoga class. Tiny yoga for everybody and every space. I actually designed this class in part because I wake up in the morning sometimes with really limited mobility. And many times I am living full-time in an RV or in another tiny living space. And for many years, I used my tiny living space as an excuse not to practice. Turns out that was a bunch of baloney. Turns out you can create a whole lot of space using the practices of yoga and just the edge of your seat. It can be a chair, it can be the seat of your car. It's a little bit limited in the seat of your car because we are going to kind of move our knees and move our legs around a little bit. So if you've got the edge of your car and you can open the door and sit out the door at the moment, I know it's rainy and cold, you can also do some of the poses a little bit more effectively. And it's the idea that we actually don't need a ton of external space to create a really big amount of internal space. And so that's what these classes are really about. Let's make some physical space. Let's get some kinks out. Let's warm into our body. And then let's create some space within as well. So this week, there's a couple of things that are influencing the flow for today. So we've been sitting with the Bhairava Mudra. The Bhairava Mudra is the mudra for fierceness and is done like so, simply placing your right hand in your left in your lap. This is another foundational mudra for meditation and assists us in cultivating the courage to release ego clinging. It is the calm, centered style of fierceness that is akin to sitting in the eye of the storm. Having that kind of ferocity, but not having to move a single muscle to cultivate it, to allow it to be. It simply is existing all around you. So that's what this Bhairava Mudra does. Now that's the masculine side of this mudra. This mudra has a feminine side as well. And that feminine side is done by placing your left hand in your right. So it's the same concept, except this side is invoking the fierceness from the divine feminine. So this would be the divine masculine with your right hand in your left, the divine feminine with your left hand in your right. Now, we sat with this mudra, the Bhairava, on Monday, Bhairavi, which is the feminine version, on Wednesday. And today we are going to finish our practice with either one. So at the end of our practice, we're going to sit in meditation. It's up to you to choose the Bhairava, which is right hand and left, or Bhairavi, which is left hand in right. But we are going to move our body and use this flow to balance both the divine masculine and feminine as they exist within us. That was a really wordy intro. Let's get the heck into it, right? Let's start moving. Stop talking, Dave. Let's start moving. I'm just excited to tell you guys all about the things because it's fun. Okay. When you have found yourself a seat, It can be a chair, your office chair, your chair in your car, the edge of your bed, the edge of your couch, a park bench, wherever it is that you can find. Go ahead and wiggle towards the edge of your seat and plant your feet barefoot or shoed or what have you. If you have high heels, do me a favor and take your high heels off if it's available to you and you can kick them off for just a moment. It's going to help you ground out much better. Go ahead and plant those feet flat on the ground. Rest your palms face down on your thighs, close your eyes, and we will begin with 3 deep breaths to fully arrive for our practice. Inhale through the nose, pulling the breath in through the lungs and down into the belly. And sigh it out. Inhale once more, inhale again, lift to the heart and elongate the spine. And release. Inhale once more, expanding the rib cage in all directions, front, sides, and back. And let it go. And we're going to move down from head to toe. And I encourage you to just kind of feel into the muscles in your body and move the way that feels right to you. Beginning with the head, you can go ahead and do a couple of circles in one direction. And then switch. You might choose alternately to tilt your head side to side, dropping one ear to each shoulder. Make sure that when you do this, please, you release the tension in your shoulders, allowing them to hang naturally by your sides. Are your shoulders really by your sides? By the sides of your neck, they sure are. Or maybe tilting your chin up and down. Again, we're not overextending here. We're not trying to overstretch. We're not even trying to find the edge. We're just kind of warming up the muscles, just feeling into the muscles. So just be aware, just be present with the muscles of the neck as you roll your head around, as you move your head, keeping your shoulders relaxed. And when you're ready, come back to center. And then we'll move down to the shoulders. Go ahead and roll your shoulders one way or the other. Again, just kind of feeling into them. You can roll them the same direction at the same time. You can alternate forwards or backwards. Just remember to leave the arms hanging. Warming up the shoulders. Pull those shoulders all the way up to your ears for a second. And then release them. Pull them up to your ears again. And release. Once more, inhaling as you pull them up to your ears. And let it go. And we'll do some torso circles. And at any point here, you can go ahead and open your eyes if you'd like to. Otherwise, you can keep your eyes closed. I find that keeping my eyes closed really helps me get into my body much more. So go ahead and do some torso circles in one direction. And the other. Just a couple on either side. Warming up the spine, the muscles in your sides, and your belly. Now we'll move to the legs, windshield wipering the knees. You can leave your hands on your knees or you can place them on the chair to balance and just drop your knees back and forth, side to side. Just feeling into the muscles in the thighs and the knees. Try to keep your feet planted so you're really just kind of moving the legs from the ankle up. And then go ahead and come back to center, bringing your knees shoulder width apart at a 90-degree angle. And then feel into the full bottom of your foot. Maybe begin with the heel and roll to the outside of the feet along the outside ridge of both feet, putting pressure into the pinky toe and the next toe and the next toe and the next toe until you get to the big toe. Putting pressure in the big toe, rolling around to the insides of the feet, putting pressure along the side of the ball of the foot, back to the heel. Leveling the feet out, pressing into the heel and into the ball, alternating, just gentle pressure. We're not even lifting the feet off, just gentle alternating a pressure between the ball of the foot and the toes, and then back to the heel. Tiny movements, creating space within the body. And in this moment, in the feet. And go ahead and give your toes a little wiggle, and then relax your feet. And for just a moment, pause. Pause to scan the body and notice the warmth that was generated just by making those little movements. We didn't do anything strenuous. We didn't even push our edges. We just moved our awareness and our attention into the body and wiggled it back into our meat suit. Take a moment. Just be with the body. So in line with our mudra, we are going to do a couple rounds of sun salutation, followed by lion's breath. So you can keep your eyes closed if you know how to do this flow. If not, go ahead and peek, and then you can close them when you feel comfortable. Bring your palms together at your heart, and we will move slowly through the first one, and then we will move a little bit quicker through the next two. Hands together at your heart. Inhale, take a deep breath in, and release. On your next inhale, send your hands up to a small back bend, and then exhale your arms all the way down for a forward fold. See if you can touch your feet. Exhale. Inhale, back up to seated. Exhale, release. Inhale, interlock your fingers underneath your right thigh. Exhale, bring your thigh up. Inhale, create a little space by arching the back. And exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down to the ground. Other leg, excuse me. Inhale, interlacing those fingers. Inhale, bringing the thigh all the way up. Create a little space. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, back up. Exhale, foot flat on the ground. Palms together. So you exhale. Inhale, arms back up for a small arch. Exhale all the way down. And inhale back up to neutral. Exhale, release. All right. 2 more rounds of those, and then we're going to do a couple of rounds of lion's breath. This is going to be balancing the divine masculine. This is the solar energy, the solar plexus, the sun, solar energy, the masculine energy, the yang energy in the body. Okay, 2 more rounds. So go ahead and inhale, bring your hands, palms together, inhale, exhale, and begin on your inhale by sending your hands up for a small back bend. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale to neutral. Interlace the fingers under the right thigh. Inhale the right thigh up. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale back up. Exhale the right thigh down. Interlace the fingers under the left thigh. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, forward to knee. Inhale back up. Nice long spine. And exhale, placing the right knee or left knee back down. Foot back down on the ground. Inhale, palms together. Slight back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale back up to center. 1 more round. We're going to go a little bit faster, and we're going to, okay. What a morning. Okay. Palms together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to center. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly come back up. And release your sun salutations. Take a moment to pause. And again, just notice the quality of your internal experience. Notice the sensations in your body, the quality of your muscles, the quality of your breath, the quality of your mind and your spirit at the moment, of your heartbeat. And while you're scanning the body, I invite you to look for anything that might still feel a little kinked, a little stuck, a little sticky, a little tight. Anywhere that seems to still be a little gunked up. Pay attention to that part of the body. And breathe into that part of the body. Imagine that with each inhale, the breath is going into that part of the body. For me, there's a bit in my right low back. So I'm inhaling to that spot in my low back and exhaling, audibly blowing the breath out my mouth. Inhale into that spot and exhale. If you got a couple of spots, just feel free to scan with each of them and move the breath throughout them. You can send the breath to all of them at once as well. Now we're going to intensify this practice just a little bit. I invite you to tiptoe your feet out a little bit wide, so you've got kind of a wider seat now. Your knees are pointing out a little bit, about a 45-degree angle from the body. Rest your hands on your knees. And again, focusing on the breath, pulling the breath, the inhale into wherever it is that you're still feeling stuck or tight. And then as you exhale, I invite you to invoke lion's breath. So lion's breath is done like so. You may take a full deep inhale, and then when you exhale, you give the full big cat roar face. And we do this to release stuck energy. Yes, yeah. Inhale the breath into this area that's stuck or still feeling tight. And as you exhale, send that energy out. Inhale again. One more. And release the breath. Again, checking in for a moment on the quality of your breath, body, and being. Settle into this moment, having released at least a degree of excess masculinity, excess solar energy, excess yang energy. Bringing our solar plexus back into balance with the rest of the body. Rest in this space for a moment. And when you are ready, I invite you to tiptoe your feet out just a little bit wider as we move into a variation of moon salutation. So now we are going with the left side, or the feminine side of the Bhairavi Mudra, with our left hand in our right, and we are going to bring balance to the yin energy in our body, the sacral energy in our body, the feminine energy in our body, the moon, the lunar energy in our body. So begin again. We're going to go slowly first, and then we'll move a little more quickly through the next two. Bring your palms together at your heart. Dog, I don't know if that's the best spot to be. And you'll inhale and exhale. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale the arms out to cactus, which is a 90-degree, palms forward, fingers spread wide. Inhale again. And exhale, bring your left elbow to your left knee and reach your right arm over your left, creating a nice stretch in that right side of the body. Take a couple of breaths here. Just creating some space in the left side of the body. You can gaze forward, you can gaze down at your knee, or you can gaze up towards the ceiling past your armpit. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. And now the other side. Inhale, drop your right knee, elbow to your right knee. Bring your left arm up and over for a nice stretch in that left side body. Again, you can turn your head towards your knee, facing forward, or ideally up towards the ceiling if it's available to you. Take a couple of breaths here, feeling a nice stretch in that left side body. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Release. Now I invite you to bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee, palm facing forward, the back of your hand onto your left knee. And then as you inhale, you can even reach for your right hand, bring your palm to your left hand. And then as you inhale, inhale that right hand all the way up the length of your arms until you twist and turn towards the right side of the body. So this opens up the chest, and you're putting a little pressure in that left thigh to help turn the upper body, turn the torso. A nice big twist with the upper body towards the right. And exhale back to center. Same thing with the left or the right, opposite side. Bring the right hand, back of the right hand to the right knee, palm open. Bring your left hand to meet that one. And as you inhale, drag your left hand all the way across your arm and shoulders, extending out towards the left side, putting a little pressure in that right knee so that you can really get a nice twist. And exhale back to center. Inhale, bring the hands together. And as you exhale, I invite you to come off of your seat and see how long you can stand here in a squat with me without losing your breath. Stay here, strong thighs, strong pelvic floor. Steady, slow, steady breaths. Inhale and release back to your seat. Relax, exhale to relax your arms. All right, so we're going to go through that flow a little bit faster this time. Instead of pausing for that right, left side body stretch, which we just really needed in that first round, we're going to move a little bit faster. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Okay. Palms together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale for a back bend. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lean to the left for a sides body stretch. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left body stretch. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left, back of left hand to the left thigh. Bring your right hand back. Smack that hand. Inhale, arm all the way up and out for a nice stretch. Nice twist. Exhale, back to center. Right hand, back of right hand to the right knee. Give yourself a high five. Inhale that left hand up and around for a nice big twist. Open the chest, open the heart space, and exhale back to center. Inhale, bring the palms together. And exhale, lift off your seat and stand in a nice goddess squat. As you stand in this position, keeping the thigh muscle, using the thigh muscles to keep yourself upright, I invite you to see if you can relax the pelvic floor here. Try not to hold your butt tight. Try not to hold your perineum. Just breathe slow and steady. Wiggle your toes a little bit so you're not putting too much pressure down on your feet. One more breath, inhale. And exhale back down slowly to your seat. And release the hands. Okay, one more. You guys ready? One more modified moon salutation. Palms together. Inhale, exhale to begin. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, stretch to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, stretch to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left hand to left thigh. High five. Right arm all the way across for a nice open twist. Exhale into your twist. Inhale again. And exhale back to center. Inhale, right hand to your right thigh. High five. Low five, actually. Left hand across the body as you inhale into a nice, wide, open chest opening twist. Exhale in your twist. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Inhale those palms together. And exhale, lift off your seat. Get into that nice, strong goddess pose. Wiggle your toes where you're not leaning into the toes. We're not gripping the floor with our toes. Keep your palms gently pressed together. The only tension in your body is your intention to stay in this pose. Release, relax as much as possible every other muscle in your body while staying in this goddess pose. We're going to stay here for a few moments, so feel free to close your eyes, focus on your breath. Releasing tension, allowing only the intention. Inhale, exhale. Once more. Inhale and release to your seat. And come back to center. Rest your palms facing up for a moment on your thighs. If you'd like to, you can tiptoe your knees back together. Take a couple of big, deep cleansing breaths. And then to close our practice, I invite you to bring your palms together into the, not your palms together, your hands together into either the masculine version, the Bhairava Mudra, or the Bhairavi Mudra, which is your left hand in your right is Bhairavi. Masculine is right hand in left. Whew. That got me breathing on that last one. Okay. So go ahead and choose Bhairava, the masculine form of this mudra with your right hand in your left, or Bhairavi, the feminine version of this mudra with your left palm in your right. Gently rest that in your lap, and then just relax all of the muscles in your body, keeping your spine elongated, heart forward. And without even trying to control the breath, without even trying to do anything, simply be witness, bear witness to the body, to the experience, to the spirit, to whatever emotions are coming up, whatever self-talk may be coming up. Maybe it's just quiet up there. Gently close your eyes and allow any thoughts or sensations that arise to rise and fall with the breath. The breath has this beautiful natural rhythm of inhale and exhale, ebb and flow. Our thoughts, our sensations, our emotions are just as temporary as our thoughts, as our breath, if we allow them to be. They can rise and fall just as naturally. Take a few moments to just watch the ebb and flow of your experience. I invite you to allow a small smile to spread across your face as you bear witness to your own reality, your own experience. Honestly, the only reality that you really experience is your own experience, right? So give it a nod, give it a smile, give it a thank you for being all that it is. Feel free to stay here as long as you would like. When you feel complete, before we close, there was one last piece I wanted to include in balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We did our lion's breath to release tension, solar energy stuck in the body. And with this recent full moon, the wolf moon, I invite you to call in the wolf and offer in this moment a howl at the moon. I know it's the middle of the day, but a howl at the moon to release any feminine energy stuck in the body, in the spirit, in the heart, in the mind. Feel free to join me. Take a deep breath in. I hope you howled at the moon last night. I hope you howl at the moon again tonight. I hope you howl to release your sadness, sorrow, and frustration. I hope you breathe to release your anger. May these practices resonate within you. May you carry them forward so that they may serve you in your time of need. When you feel complete, I invite you to bring your hands together in prayer or simply lay one over the other over your heart in gratitude for today's practice. In gratitude for these divine meat bags that we get to wander around these lives in, that house our divinity, that house our souls, that house our hearts and our minds. So much gratitude for this vessel. And so much gratitude for the life force that flows through it. Offer yourself a little gratitude too for taking the time for self-care today. You are so fucking worth it. And I'm really proud of you for making it today, for showing up for yourself. And thank you so much for joining me for this practice. When you're ready to come out, Offer yourself some wiggles, some stretches, some eye wipes. Oh, you guys howl with me? All right, good job, Valerie. Good. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera in a little bit closer here. Oh. So at this point, let's see. Bye-bye to YouTube. I will post the rest of it later, guys.